Yup, that's me getting squirted in the side of the head by my blasted sprinkler. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation. Well, that's a long story involving a stupid squirrel. Let me tell you about it.
So here's the thing. I've been fighting this problem for a while and it's gotten worse. These little rascals right here in this video are eating my tomatoes, they're eating everything. They eat my grapes. And so I'm having a constant battle, but I've come up with this, hopefully a good solution, and I'm going to show it to you right now and let you know how this product works. These people aren't paying me to do this. I found it online, I bought it, and I'm going to give you an honest review about the Yard Enforcer from Orbit. So let's do it. Okay, so here's the pieces. I've unwrapped them. It looks like this is the stake that mounts in the ground. Then you've got the head, the control head that has the motion sensor on it with the different settings, the instructions. I'm probably going to break those out and look at them. I know it goes against my man card, but I'm going to do it. Something I don't know what it's for. It looks like an extension tube with water connections. And the sprinkler head itself, and probably the control valve, I'm guessing. So I'm going to look through these instructions, see how this thing assembles, and get right back with you. Basically what this thing is a motion sensing sprinkler. So when it sees a varmint, it will spray a stream of water at it and try and spook it off. So I'm hoping it works because I've tried a lot of other things. I've tried the owl. Here's a picture of my owl with my lovely dog. I have tried hanging up CDs, old CDs from back in the day, twirling in the sun with a piece of string. I've tried a number of things to try and dissuade these little guys from eating my tomatoes, my grapes, and everything else. This does require 4 AA batteries, and it just slides out like that, and there we go, 4 batteries. So my problem is these little critters come over a wall, 8-foot wall. Yeah, at least I'm pretty sure they do, and I need to figure out how I'm going to do that because this ground mounts. So it's going to be a little bit tricky because if they're coming over the wall, this kind of, I guess I could set it up in the garden. It recommends you set it up at the entry point before they ever get to the area you're trying to protect, which makes sense to me. But if the entry point is coming over the wall, they're right into my garden. So the question is, do I set it up in my garden and, spray them as soon as they come over the wall, which is probably what I'm going to have to do? Or do I set it up in my backyard where I think they're coming from and going over the wall? I'm leaning towards the backyard, but I've got to verify where these little monsters are coming from. So what I'm going to do is I got a trick up my sleeve. Okay, so I have over here a camera that monitors my backyard. Hold on. Make sure there ain't no snakes or scorpions or weird critters sitting out here. That thing sits there and looks in my backyard. I can't remember exactly who the brand is. I've had it forever. It's an old camera. We're gonna grab this sucker. And we're gonna take it over here somewhere because I'm pretty sure they've got to be coming from over here. Sorry for the grainy, dark video, but it is late at night, so it's going to be that way. I'm not quite high tech enough to have infrared FLIR, type stuff like I do with my work. I'm going to mount the camera right there, right up there, and see if we can catch them around here. They've got to be coming over that way to go because my garden is back there. So let's see what we can find out. Always love nighttime adventure. Hopefully we'll find out the information we're looking for and we can mount this yard enforcer in a good manner to enforce my yard. Okay, so I've got the camera out there. It's late at night, it's almost midnight. I'm gonna turn it on, see if I can figure out where they're coming from. Hopefully I can, and we'll continue on with this project once I know where I need to mount the yard enforcer. And that will tell me a lot as to what kind of setup I should use. Let's hope this thing works, because if this yard enforcer doesn't work, it's going to be more drastic actions. It worked. It worked, and I caught the little buggers getting into my garden, along with a few little visitors. The first up is this cute little mourning dove right here that just wanted a picture taken. Then you got this guy. Don't know who he is, but you know what? He was not happy about the camera. And his buddy came along, sharpened his bill, and decided, you know what? I'm going to take you out. My camera's tougher than you are, buddy. This is the real deal right here. After the blackbird leaves, watch on the back fence right there. See him coming from the right? There he is. Little monster. Yeah. Well, I caught you. And now I know how you're getting in. Okay, so the option I decided to go with is the taller option, this one. As you saw in the video, the dang squirrels and birds are the pickles that are getting my stuff. So, oops, I do not speak Spanish very well. Okay, so we're going to go with this top one, and I'm going to put it together according to that, because most of my critters I think are going to be higher up. So let's do it. Put this up here where I can see it. Okay, now it's all done. Guess we take it and put it in the garden. All right, folks, I got the Rodent Annihilator 2000. Okay, not really. It's Yard Enforcer by Orbit, but Rodent Annihilator 2000 sounds pretty cool. Whoa, look at that thing. Does that look awesome? Let's hope it is awesome. I've got my testers with me. Say hello, testers.
Hello, testers.
All right. Should we go try this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. We're going to go set this thing up and see if it can chase the blasted rodents out of my garden.
Yeah.
Okay, this is where I set it up. We're going to test it. Let's see what happens. Okay, go try it again. What is it going to do?
Go.
Run fast. Run fast. Should Papa try it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, try it.
Just right here.
Oh, there it goes. Oh, I gotta adjust it a little bit. Whoa.
Don't like it.
You don't like it? Okay. All right, I need to adjust this thing. All right, Papa's gonna walk slowly towards it. So you can see the angle I'm approaching it at. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, I may need to adjust the length it shoots because it's shooting my neighbors. So let me, Oh no! Oh my goodness. Okay, the yard enforcer is pretty cool. Problem is I need to adjust the distance, which I think it's as negative as it'll go. So I'm gonna have to adjust the pressure on my hose. Let's do that. We got squirted, didn't we?
I did it, Daddy.
That's better. That's much better. Okay. We're gonna test and see if it sees me over here. I'm a little squirrel. Ah! Yes, it sees me. Okay. Ooh, this is really hot, but I'm gonna try and lay down on it. Okay, now I'm gonna simulate my hand's a squirrel up here. I might have to tilt it down a little bit. Oh, yep. So I might have to tilt it down just a little bit. Because right here, it's not seeing it right here. It's about, if you can see, somewhere about up here. Oh, there it goes. Okay, let's go. All right, so it's been a few days. Pardon my passion fruit vine. And I've had to make some adjustments. So for obvious reasons, I had to move it from there over here. Problem, as you saw in the other video, those little rascals run along that wall and come down in. So that is aimed up there. However, I've got the water adjusted so that it doesn't squirt my neighbor's house or over the wall, but hopefully scares them away. Now, a couple things. I made a mistake. I couldn't adjust this any lower. That was not true. I just needed to push it down and turn it, and now it's lower. So now I got it full pressure, and that's set lower. So I'm hoping from there I can keep them out of my green beans, my peppers, my squash. So we're gonna watch the cameras for a few days and see if this works. Now, in the last 2 days, I have not seen any squirrels in here. So I don't know if I just haven't caught it on video, or it's deterring them, or they've just eaten everything from the garden and they're tired of it. So we'll see. Let's hope this product works. Well, folks, it's been a couple of weeks, and well, I've learned a few things about this product. It didn't work quite like I planned, and I think it's working, but I don't have video evidence of it. But let me show you a few changes I had to make because of, well, some interesting issues I ran into with being in Arizona. You remember how I had it here? The hose is running from here, and I had it set up here to watch that area. Well, that was a problem. That created an issue with scorching my plants. So you see some damage to my plants over here? Yeah, that's from me not being very smart. So I moved the device over here. And you're probably wondering what this green thing right here is. Well, I had to put that on there. That's insulation on the hose, and that hose actually, it goes into a hard line into my system for my fountain right here. I have a float valve down here, so I have a hard line ran to the faucet back that way, and now I've spliced into it, teed in, put a T in, and ran a hose up to here, and I covered it with that insulation. And the reason for that is because of the glaring Arizona sun and the 115, 117 degree temperatures we've been having. So that's why my plants look a little sorry. Actually, I got some plants that are doing fantastic, but they love the heat. However, that black hose was putting out some really hot water. And let me show you. Here I measured the temperatures, and you can see it's almost 110 degrees coming out of that hose. And that's after this hose has been in the shade for a few hours. Can you imagine what it must have been in the heat of the day? So what are my final thoughts about this thing? Well, I'll be honest, I'm not sure. I haven't got any video evidence that scared any squirrels away. It does trigger pretty easy, just like that, just by my little motion, and I can trigger it over in the garden bed over there. So I believe it works. I hope it works. I haven't seen any more squirrel damage recently, but it could be that there just isn't anything left for them to damage. I do have eggplants, if you can see that in there, and I don't see them being bitten or anything, so that is encouraging. So with that being said, don't you say no more. This is my video. That being said, I think it's working, and I hope it's a good product. I might invest in more and see. There's definitely more places that I could use this thing. There's definitely more places I could use it in my garden to keep the squirrels, and recently we discovered a large rat in here, which has been removed, and well, hopefully I will have a better outcome with my vegetables without the varmints eating it. I really hope you got something from this video. I think it's been a lot of fun to make. I like testing these things and experimenting with my garden. And if you guys have solutions that you like, hey, drop them down below and let me know. And if you really like all this stuff, just stay tuned. There's more coming. I've got a lot to do in my garden. Some recent plantings I did, even though it's the middle of summer, and some other exciting things coming up. So stay tuned, like, subscribe, and ting the little bell, and you'll know when my next video comes out. So stay safe and keep gardening, and we'll see you in a bit. Stay safe, keep gardening, and we'll see you in a few.